Sorry about that, we had a small stopping recording there. So as I was saying here, which is the one we're on question 13, here we can see that we started with 16 out of 40, but I want it to be out of 100, don't I? Because that's what a percentage is out of. So if the equivalent fraction over 20 is 8 out of 20, and the equivalent fraction out of 80 is 32 out of 80. So to make 100, all I have to do is add my 8/20ths, my 8 and my 32. So that means I would get 40 out of 100. So now I've got 40 on top. I know that my answer is 40%. Okay? Up next then, so we've got to express 85 out of 200 as a percentage. So again, I want 100 on the bottom. So I had to divide by 2 to get that here. So I'm just going to have to divide by 2 to get that here as well. So if I divide this by 2, I get 42.5, and that's the answer, so 42.5%. Okay, up next then, it wants us to add these, okay? So, obviously they are whole numbers with a mixed fraction, so they're fraction and a whole number. So the first thing we can do is just add the whole numbers, okay? So let's add the whole numbers. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so we've got 4 whole, okay? So we can just keep that on the back burner for a second. Now we're going to have to add 3/4 and a third. So if I want to add 3/4 and a third, I'm going to have a common denominator. So I'm going to times those two together and make 12 my common denominator, okay? So I'm going to have 12 on the bottom of both. Now, how did I get to 12 on this side? Well, I times by 3, so I have to do that to the top and the bottom. And on this side, I times by 4. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9, and then 4 times 1 is 4. So now, if I add those together, 9 plus 4 is 13. So I've now got, running out of room, I've got 13 over 12. But I want that as a whole number and then a fraction. So how many 12s go into 13? Well, 1 with 1 left over. So I've got 1 and 1/12 here, and I've got 4 whole ones here. So if I add those together in a different colour, I'm going to get 5 and 1/12. Okay, so 5 and 1/12 is our answer for that one, okay? Now the next one's a little bit easier because it's multiplying, okay? And we like multiplying fractions. So the easiest thing to do here is to turn them into top-heavy fractions first, okay? So we'll do 3 times 7 is 21 plus the 1 on top, so that's 22 over 7. And then times, well, we've got 2 times 2 is 4 plus the 1 is 5. And so we've got 5 over 2 here. So now, quite simply, we can just times across the top. So 5 times 22 is 110, and then 7 times 2 is 14. So that means, let's simplify this first. So let's half both of them. So we get 55 over 7. So now we can put that into a mixed number, okay? So how many 7s fit into 55? Well, I know that 7 7s are 49. So if I do 7, and if 7 7s are 49, I've got another 6, so I've got 6 over 7. So that's my final answer, 7 and 6/7. Okay, up next then, it wants us to round 39 to one significant figure. So we look at the first number, that's a 3. The next number is a 9, so that's 5 or above, so we go up, so we get to 40 for that one. For this one, this is our first significant figure, 0.9. The number after it is a 4. So if it's 4 or below, we leave the number before. So that means we get 0.9 as our answer. Up next then, we want to find 25% of 12. Now to find 25% of something, we just halve it and halve it again. So we do 12. Sorry, I don't really know what to do that. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so 12 divided by 2 is 6. So that's 50%, but I want 25%. So I'm going to do 6 divided by 2, because I'm going to half it again, is 3. So our answer to that one is £3. Now, if I want to find 1% of something, all I have to do is take the number 33 and divide it by 100. Okay, because there are 100 ones in a percentage. So 33 divided by 100 is 0.33. So it would be 33p as our answer. Okay, so please make sure you have marked and corrected your work, and when you upload it to Show My Homework, please make sure you've put something out of 20 so that I can see how well you did. I hope you have a lovely weekend and are looking forward to your final week of school before the summer.